Wow. Well, first things first, that script, it didn't go how that script said it was supposed to go. Iron Mike Tyson survived the duration of the fight. The fight was very, very lackluster, to say the very least. Hit that like button, come on in. We're going to talk about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fights, right? We're going to talk about the fight. We're going to talk about Amanda Serrano getting robbed again against cheating, overrated Katie Taylor. And then Mario Barrios was in a situation where it was a cherry pick almost gone wrong. Hit that like button, come on in, man. We're going to talk about this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. It was actually a lot bigger than I expected it to be. A lot more people, a lot of casual fans was really, really interested in this thing. And, us hardcore fans, we wasn't really paying too much attention to it. But, we going to tune in regardless just to see how everything plays out. And it played out how one would kind of expect it to play out. Mike Tyson is 58 years old, and it showed. Hit that like button as you come on in, man. Jake Paul, man, he ought to be ashamed of his damn self. I'm just, I don't know, but let's start with Mario Barrios because we're going to kick this thing off right away. We ain't going to waste no time. Y'all hit that like button. Come on in. If you catch the replay, hit the like button. But Mario Barrios, let me holler at you, Mario. Yeah, I saw what you was trying to do. You was ducking boots, bro. You fought, what's his name? Fabian Maldonado, and then you snuck and fought on this Jake Paul card. You weaseled your way on this card. You almost lost against Abel Ramos, bro. That's what you get. Yeah, you got dropped. You arguably lost the fight, Mario. And if you had to just unified or fought somebody, you wouldn't be put in a situation to where your damn stock dropped. You fought in front of a lot of people saw Mario Barrios tonight, and a lot of people thought he lost the fight, and a lot of people probably thought that belt should have been around Abel Ramos' waist. Because you were supposed to win that fight. It was supposed to be a showcase fight. It was supposed to be a fight to where you could just fight as a champion just to make some money real quick. Abel Ramos is a guy who's been through it, and yeah, he showed you that he ain't giving up just yet. So you dug boots, and now your stock dropped even more now because you arguably lost against Abel Ramos, bro. And that's kind of what you get, Mario. I'm a fan, but you was ducking boots, bro. You ducked him twice. You ducked him twice, bro. And yeah, you almost lost. You're lucky. You just lucky. I don't know what else to say. You're lucky it was a split draw. You're lucky it was a split. You look like how you did after the Keith Thurman fight, all lumped up, looking like an avatar or something. That's what you get, man. Because I saw what you was trying to do. When I heard you was on the card, I'm like, yeah, Mario Barrios duck boots again. Yeah, he's trying to weasel his way around, trying to make some money as a champion real quick. I think a lot of these welterweights, though, a lot of these current welterweight title holders are kind of like, I don't know. I don't think these guys are gonna stand out too far from each other. I don't think there's gonna be too much separation between a lot of the welterweights currently, right? But moving forward, man, oh boy, I can't wait to cook on her ass. Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor is the most gifted fighter in boxing. And don't let that go over your head. Because if you've been following boxing, you know exactly what I mean. She gets more favorable decisions than any fighter I've seen. She's terrible. She leads with her head. She cheats. She's a dirty fighter. And Amanda Serrano, who moved up 3 weight classes, got robbed again. Absolutely horrible. It was actually the fight of the night, and I knew it was going to be. Katie Taylor is so overrated. I mean, she got to be and it's crazy talking about the ladies like that too, right? Because we just don't typically do that. But I just got to be honest. Katie Taylor is the most overrated fighter in boxing, bro. Over fucking rated. They was saying what they say, the best female fighter in the world. Who? Did you forget about Clarissa Shields? Are we serious? Katie Rock'em Sock'em Taylor? The most gifted fighter? Better than Clarissa Shields? Are you serious? Somebody who's never lost, who was pretty much flawless? Come on, man. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Katie Taylor, bro. You robbed Amanda Serrano, cut her all up, cut her face all up with the fucking headbutt. She cutting up all these girls in these fights and shit. They want to have a life outside of boxing. They want to look pretty for us guys outside of boxing. And you cutting them up and shit. Katie Taylor get on my fucking nerves, bro. I'm tired of her robbing chicks in these fights. She robbed Daphne Perzone. You know what I'm saying? That was a robbery. She came back for good the second fight, but that first fight was a robbery. She always gets the decision. And she even got the decision. And Amanda Serrano's a Jake Paul fighter on MVP Promotions. How the hell did that happen? How was that fight even a unanimous decision when Katie Taylor got a point taken away for cheating with leading with the head? Man, whatever. Katie Taylor, overrated. Point blank, period. Amanda Serrano, I don't even know if she should rematch that chick again because she ain't going to do nothing but put horns on her head this time. But the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, man. The Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. It was a lot more lackluster than I thought it was going to be. Mike Tyson, I knew like within the first like 30 seconds it was a wrap. Just looking at his legs. Mike Tyson is a dude whose style really emphasized on having strong legs to explode. He just didn't have the legs to explode like he did. He didn't even have the same legs that he had in the Roy fight. Not to mention, he came in there with a knee brace in the ring. Like he was stone cold. I mean, come on, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button. Salute to D Lucky for the super chat. He says people really believe Mike will win. Nah, he didn't win. I knew he wasn't gonna win, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy, man. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says Mario Barrios vs. Abraham was one of the best fights of the year, along with Taylor Serrano too. By the way, Mike Tyson's legs were gone from the jump. Yeah, it was. Gone from the jump, bro. His legs was gone. They was skinny. You know, he's top heavy now. You know, he's 58 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? He still has some, shades of his former self with the upper body movement and all that, but he was an old man. And you saw the look in his eyes when he was walking out. He was like, man, what am I doing here? Let's hurry up and get this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? He was probably thinking, am I even gonna make it to the third round without getting tired? I'm not worried about getting knocked out. I'm worried about getting tired up in there. Mike barely made it up off the stool in the 8th round, man. Barely made it up off the stool. Barely made it up off the stool. He got through the fight. Fans was booing. Fans was leaving. I don't know what they expected. But see, Jake Paul can manipulate the casual audience to believe that something could happen that's going to be exciting when you're in there with a 58-year-old man. And Jake Paul probably could have did some more damage to the 58-year-old Mike, but he probably held back to a degree. Even if it is Mike Tyson, he's still 58 years old. It showed. It just showed. And it damn near looked like he was going to go for him in the 5th round, but, the fight, it just kept going. Mike Tyson was able to, stay strong. He got a strong spirit, Mike Tyson. But he's still 58, 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever see that again. I would have rather have seen Mike Tyson fight Lennox Lewis or somebody in his, you know what I'm saying? I would have rather have saw that. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather saw Mike Tyson fight one of his, than fight Jake Paul. Because now, I don't know if Jake Paul's going to be going around bragging about it. He showed a lot of respect to Mike after the fight. I mean, it was a cash grab. That's really what it was. They made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Netflix did a horrible job with the production was nice. The way the quality of it, everything looked good. The event was looking good and everything, but the stream was fucked up and it was kept messing up and really, really bad. But it was their first time, introducing to boxing. Unfortunately for them, the main event was lackluster, but it did bring a lot of eyes to the sport. It got a lot of people interested on Netflix. People was checking. So I mean, it was a win-win, I guess, as far as business because they still made their money. It was free on Netflix, really, and it brought a lot of viewership. But the fight left a lot to be desired, and us hardcore fans knew that. It wasn't going to be nothing spectacular from a 58-year-old Mike, especially within the first 20, 30 seconds we saw when Mike Tyson, he that's all he had in him was a good 2 rounds. Salute to everybody. But you said Jake is the all-time great. Yeah, 40 is definitely not 60, bro. 40 is definitely not 60. That is a no. Hell no. Big difference. In Mike's head, he probably felt like he could still do some things, but his body was like, oh, you, you can't do it no more, man. You know, he wasn't really throwing any jabs. I mean, I'm not about to sit here and knock Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at his corner like, y'all motherfuckers crazy. What y'all trying to tell him to do all that for, man? Man, he old. He can't do none of that. He just ready for this shit to be over with. So he can go to the bank. Go lay down somewhere. He was ready for that fight. He didn't care about no game plan. He wasn't trying to hit nothing. He was ready for that fight to be over. He was tired. He was a tired grandpa. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says, on the bright side, shout out to Jake Paul for bringing more fans to the world of boxing and combat. Hate him all day, but you got to respect for that. No. I got respect for Jake Paul. I just don't like, why are you fighting old man Mike, though, bro? That's kind of like, I guess, maybe he trying to segue into a Canelo situation or something. That's something Canelo probably would do, knowing Canelo. But you fighting an old man again. You fighting a number of old dudes, like fighters that was like kind of past their prime or smaller dudes and stuff like that. So Jake Paul got if he gonna continue boxing from here on out, he needs to start fighting some ranked dudes and somebody that that can really give him something. Somebody that's probably like around Tommy Fury or better level. Cause beating up on old dudes ain't you ain't gonna really get no credit for that, bro. You said we need more free fights. Yeah, we do. We definitely need more free fights, man. Netflix was cool as hell for that. Yeah, old MMA fighters. You know, he beat up on Mike. I don't know, man. It wasn't too much to take away from the fight. It wasn't the most exciting, freak show fight, that I've seen at all by any means. The Roy Jones fight was pretty fun though. Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight was fun. That was good. But this was kind of like, nah. Hopefully Mike makes it to the end. You know what I'm saying? You said, damn, Bud went in on Mike. What Bud say? He needs to rematch Tommy Fury. You said Jake is now a all-time top 10. He probably will be, man. You said, did your super chat go through? Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, here we go. Salute to Slatins for a super chat. He says, I'm just glad Mike didn't get hurt. Don't look at it as Jake beating a legend. Look at it, Jake couldn't put away a 50-year-old man. Yeah, pretty much, bro. He couldn't put away a 50-year-old man. Was Jake really trying to was the question. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It'd be kind of hard to, just try to put, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You got to be kind of crazy and heartless to really just put away a 60-year-old man, especially a legend like Mike. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was just a cash grab. You know what I'm saying? We already knew it was a cash grab, but the other fights on the card kind of made up for it being a cash grab in the end. The ladies' fights was a great fight, action throughout, one of the best fights this year so far. And Mario Barrios, Abraham was a good fight within itself. Then they had Shushu fight on YouTube, so I didn't even get to catch that, but I'm sure Shushu got the job done. I don't know what's next, man. What's the next fight? Well, we got UFC tomorrow. John Jones versus Stipe. John Jones fighting the old Stipe. MMA fans bashing John Jones for ducking old boy. But other than that, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. I guess the event did well. They packed the arena down there in Arlington. Um, and, it brought a lot of eyes to boxing. A lot of casual fans was watching boxing. A lot of people that don't necessarily check for boxing was watching boxing. So I guess it was a win in that aspect. But the fight left a lot to be desired, and you saw the reaction from the crowd. They was booing. when they announced the winner of the fight. So it wasn't necessarily one of those things. You said Jake Paul versus Vitor Belfort. I think that'll be pretty good. But you gotta let Vitor use TRT. You know what I'm saying? Then he's almost unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? That version of Vitor is unstoppable. I think this Vitor, the old Vitor, probably get beat up though. You said they just robbed 72,000 fans. Yeah, they did. They got robbed. But Mike Tyson got paid for his efforts, $20 million. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul getting a guarantee of $40 million. They both got paid pretty well from this. Yeah. They definitely used Mike's name to sell that whole event. That's pretty much what they did. They put a card together, then they put Mike Tyson name on it. And they just kind of really, actually it was a fight that was supposed to have been having, but Mike had an injury or something. Health issues. I mean, this is a 50-year-old guy that's having health issues. He came in there with a knee brace on. One thing he was missing was a walker. Surprised he didn't leave with a cane. Oh yeah, him and Jake Paul gonna be kicking it. He gonna probably be on Mike Tyson podcast. He's gonna be on Mike's podcast. Yeah, Mike Tyson got $20 million though, man. And that's what I say. Legacy is important because you can still be 58 years old fighting guy 3 times younger than you and still pull out make $20 million. You know what I'm saying? At 58 years old. Crazy. The fans felt like they got robbed because they was leaving. They was booing. They wanted to see Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Casual fans. They probably was excited for the previous fights, but then once the main event came and the build up to that and all the hype, casual fans be hype about shit like this. They was left underwhelmed. You said he didn't beat Mike Tyson. That was rigged up. Yeah, it was a hustle, man. It was a really good hustle. We ain't no fools over here. It was a hustle. But I was hoping Mike was gonna pull something off, and Cash do it and hurt him, but he really couldn't. He just didn't have the legs, man. He was standing square up at times. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of things. Yeah, a lot of mistakes that he was making that he wouldn't have made if he was a younger guy. His balance wasn't as great. His wasn't as strong. His style is explosive. It's a really compact, explosive style to where you really got to use your legs to explode, and you got to have really strong legs. You look at young Mike Tyson; he had really big legs, really, really big legs, like tree trunks. And yeah, that was for a reason, because his style. You know what I'm saying? Explosive. But now his legs are skinny, and his top is heavy. He can't explode like that no more. Not to mention he's just an old man. In his mind, he probably felt like he could do it, but his body was saying something totally different. It ain't like, shit. It ain't let me do it. Yeah, it says thumbs up if you stream a Tank versus Roach. Tank be making my head hurt for real. Still ain't trying to find anybody all this time. Tank just cruising. Yeah, man. Yeah, Tank on cruise control. You know what I'm saying? Eventually that cruise control is gonna have to it's gonna go to a malfunction because he's been cruising for too long. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens after Lamont Roach, what he gonna do next. I don't know, man. It's gonna be the same thing with Tank. They gonna find somebody. Maybe Pitbull Cruz again after Pitbull fight this other guy after he ducked Rayo rematch. He go fight this dude. He go beat this guy. Then he go run right into a Tank fight again. That's what's gonna happen. Pitbull Tank 2. Yeah, Mike is way too old for a 27-year-old. Like, nah, man. Nah, that's too much of an age gap. Jake Paul probably got stopped by like a 40-year-old Mike or something like that. But not no 60-year-old Mike. Like, that's a totally different, like, I mean, he probably still a strong, like tough old dude, but nah, man, the endurance and none of that stuff is there anymore. Yep, Mike. That was funny. He said Mike looked like Father Time walking away from the ring. Yeah, he did. He definitely like Father. And he looked like Father Time walking into the ring. He looked like Father Time walking into the ring. Nah, but really, under the surface, under Jake Paul being this little asshole and this antagonist, he's really a good dude who does a lot of good shit for like, you know what I'm saying? He does a lot of good shit. But on the surface, he's an asshole. He just wants you to hate him. This is what he wants. It's the Mayweather blueprint. This is what he wants. Jake Paul wants you to hate him. He wants you to, you know what I'm saying? Just so you can, you know. Yeah, Jake do help a lot of boxers out, man. He do. Women's boxing, put them on the map. You know, a lot of people saw Amanda Serrano get robbed tonight. So it got cut up and shit by cheating ass Katie Taylor. You said it was you said it was you said it was bit over for Mike since Buster Douglas. Yeah, yeah. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Oh yeah, Amanda definitely got robbed, dude. They took a point away from Katie Taylor, and she still somehow won a unanimous. She was headbutting the whole fight and trying to say, nah, 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 Roy, you got it all wrong, bro. She's an absolute bum. One of the most overrated fighters in boxing. They said she was the best female fighter of all time and shit. Like, are you fucking serious? Of course, she was a two-time gold medalist, all types of shit. Like, all right, man, stop playing with me, bro. And she don't be struggling in fights like that. You said we got to do. I mean, we knew that fight was gonna be a money grab. Mike Tyson's 60, bro. There's not too. Or we could have only hoped that he had shades of his former self to where he could just explode that one last time. But you know, man, it was evident early that that wasn't gonna happen. Early, like within the second round, like shit, he ain't gonna win this fight. We'll just hope he makes it to the final bell without collapsing from exhaustion. Nah, Katie Taylor can't beat the Guo. She's a cheater, bro. She get on my fucking nerves. All that headbutting and shit. She do that shit in all her fights. Miranda Serrano, if they knew that, they should have been prepared for that. They should leave an elbow out or something. She rushed on her head like that, like a blundering idiot. Serrano should leave an elbow or a forearm out so she run into that shit. Like, you got to get dirty back. Serrano's too damn nice. She fights mean, but she's still too fucking nice. She's too much of a sweetheart. She needs to go up in there and fucking try to rip her apart. She was too fucking nice, bro. She was doing you dirty in that fight. She cheated you. And honestly, if that cut never happened, the fight probably would have played out a little different. So let me just stop talking about that because I'm getting sick of Katie Taylor robbing fighters and headbutting and cutting, like she Timothy Bradley or something, or vintage Sean Porter, old school Sean Porter, back when he was doing that shit, just all over the place, feet all over the place, sloppy, no balance and shit, looking crazy. You said Mike was explosive in all those videos, yeah, because it was edited. They edited it to make it look like he was really exploding, man. They do some good shit with some camera tricks, man. with some good editing, you could really make some shit look like what it really ain't. So I bet you if you was really there to see it, you'd be like, oh, hell no. But the way they made it look, you know what I'm saying? He can explode one good time and they catch it on camera and or they can edit it out or sequence where they caught a good one. Salute to RC for the super chat, man. Much love to you, man. Mike Tyson. The old fighters just, I mean, I guess that's just kind of how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Your name still holds a lot of weight. You could demand some money. So I'm not necessarily mad. I just don't like to see guys that shell them former selves getting in there just getting beat up on dudes. They couldn't even touch them if they was in their prime. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says Eddie Hearn don't want to take no losses. He's happy as fuck Taylor won. Shout out to Serrano, the real winner again. LOL punch drunk in Serrano corner. He was? That's funny as hell. He ain't even Puerto Rican. Yeah, Serrano definitely got robbed, dude. Katie Taylor, man, she's the most gifted fighter in boxing. Yeah, Jake Paul, cool, man. He a cool dude, bro. I can kind of look past the gimmick. I acknowledge the stuff, and I hear about a lot of the good things that he do for the fighters and just people in general outside of boxing. Like Jake Paul, he be really looking out. OG Mike Tyson got paid $20 million, man. A lot of the fighters that we watching today ain't even getting paid that kind of money. Mike Tyson still the damn face of boxing. He damn near still the face of boxing. I had all kinds of casual people calling me up asking me about this fight. People don't even be checking for boxing was asking about this fight. Mike Tyson name is still the face. He's still the face of boxing. I think Taylor did. Man, I don't know. She just that. I was really hoping Serrano really got that win. I was almost certain Serrano was gonna beat her because she's a better fighter than Taylor, even though she's small. And the referee should have caught that shit sooner. Cause she was damn near lunging in with her head. Serrano should have elbowed her fucking ass when she did that stupid shit. Somebody get dirty, you gotta get dirty back, man. You ain't gotta turn no cheek to that shit all the time now. Okay, you did it once. Okay, you did it twice. I might let it go. You do a third time, you catching the elbow. Stupid. Yeah, people been talking about that fight, bro. Like that's what I said. Casual fans was all into it, man. Mike Tyson still the face of boxing, and Jake Paul. I mean, his name just carries. His name is pretty significant. You know what I'm saying? Whether we like it or not, at this point, he's what 11-1 with like what 7 KOs. He's a fucking boxer now, and he's one of the more popular boxers. And he ain't even really fighting nobody that's, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of just fighting, past primers. Dudes that used to be champions and shit like that. Yeah, he made a lane for sure, man. Can't be mad at it. And he making a lot of money doing it. And then his brother pro wrestling and shit. He's actually really good at that shit too. Logan Paul is really good at the wrestling. Doing flips and shit, all types of shit. He cold. He actually really cold at that shit. Susan Hollow Ninja for a super chat. He says rumors that Turkey and Jake might work together. Dope. I wonder what the hell kind of freak show they gonna put together. Who he gonna pull up for Jake to fight now? Outside of Canelo. Canelo might fight Jake. But yeah, that's something Canelo will do. But I don't know. Jake is I don't know. Jake got a pretty good chin on him. He seemed like a pretty strong dude. I don't know. Could Canelo hurt Tank? I don't know. I mean, could Canelo hurt Jake? I don't know. Because I seen when Canelo was fighting, what's his name? Chavez Jr., he couldn't put a dent in that dude. You know what I'm saying? And like heavyweight, Canelo ain't necessarily cracking as hard unless he's weight training these dudes. So I don't know. But that's the fight. That fight be a big lucrative cash grab for both guys. You say is the guys Jake Paul fighting better than some of these prospects? That's funny. That's a good question. Is he? I don't know. You got well. If you look at you, if you take away the age, those fighters got more experience. Former champions. They fought some of the best fighters in their day and all that type of stuff. Jake Paul catching them on the tail end of things, well on the tail end of things, and more times than done, they a smaller guy too. So yeah, Jake Paul has a lot of advantages to make up for the fact that he's just not that experienced, but he's still able to get through these situations. Whether some people believe some of them fixed or not. Big Bang Jane supposed to be fighting Martin Okoli. IBF just mandated that fight, by the way. That should be fireworks. You said Canelo will knock Jake out? I don't know. He probably will. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But that's probably what Jake Paul is gunning for, like a Canelo type situation. He definitely could segue right into one for sure. This is right up Canelo's alley. Something like this. You know what I'm saying? Something like this is definitely right up Canelo's alley. So I won't be surprised to see it. But I don't want to see this dude fight no more 60-year-old dudes or no fighters that's like, way up past their prime, bad knees and shit. Mike Tyson damn near tripped and fell into everything when he was walking out. You know what I'm saying? He almost tripped and fell. It's like, man, that's when I knew it was over. When he was first walking out, I'm like, shit, he already lost. He's tripping and shit. Oh, you said Mike smoked too much weed. Yeah, ain't it? That's probably a big contributor to the fact that he's breathing heavy too. Not to mention he's old, but yeah, he be smoking weed and chilling and shit. So he was breathing. He really forced his way through that one. He couldn't wait to get the fuck up out of there. His corner over here trying to give him a game plan. I'm looking at that corner like, man, Raphael, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, if you do not sit your ass down somewhere, I am 60 years old. I'm trying to get through this fight. I'm just trying to not get knocked the fuck out and make it to the final bell. I'm tired. I'm not about to try to be more aggressive. I can barely fucking move. Like, come on, man. They trying to say you gotta be more aggressive. It's like, bro, he can't even move his legs, bro. He's 60. You could say that to a younger guy to fire him up. It might work. But an old guy, you could say that it may fire him up, but it's not gonna work. His legs just gone. Yeah, be more aggressive. You gotta get close. He can't. Oh my goodness, bro. That shit was funny. I thought that was funny. They literally giving him advice. Maybe they just had to make it look good for Netflix or something. Cause I don't think there was nothing that they was gonna tell him to get him through that. Not when you 60 years old, man. Come on. I think Jake may have held back a little bit too. You saw at the end when he kind of bowed down to him and all that before the fight was even over. Yeah, Jake. Probably didn't have really no intention on really knocking Mike out. That would have been kind of bad. You just want to get him in the ring, put on a show for the fans real quick. Unfortunately, Mike Tyson just couldn't. Jake Paul was, playing keep away a lot, and Mike Tyson just couldn't keep up to make it exciting. Yeah, Jake would have got probably. Man, they probably would have. Man, they would have came after him if he knocked out Mike Tyson, bro. Yeah, hit that like button for your boy, man. Mike Tyson takes a loss to Jake Paul. There's not too much more I can say about it, though. There's not too much more I can say about it. Um, but it was good for the sport to a degree. It brought more eyes to the sport. I'm not sure how the casual audience would take that like the last fight, but the ladies put on the show. Barrios and Ramos put on the show. So I guess boxing did win tonight. Jake Paul won the fight, unanimous decision. It was like what they have it, 6 rounds to 2 or something like that. Yo, yeah, man, people call it. I cannot believe, like, yeah, Mike, take that 20 million and chill out, bro. It's over with. No more. Oh, another thing too. There's a couple of things I saw, but one thing, Cedric the Entertainer, I didn't know he knew anything about boxing. What was he doing there? You know what I'm saying? On a panel and everything. I don't know. What the hell? I didn't know Cedric even knew anything about boxing. I thought that was pretty funny. Lennox Lewis was hating like a motherfucker. And he's arguably I consider Lennox Lewis one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, but he's arguably one of the worst commentators of all time. He is absolutely terrible. And he was hating on Mike Tyson. And you could tell he was low-key hating on Mike. He was hating. He was hating that Mike Tyson at 58 years old was able to get in there with the young guys and make a lot of money. He was hating. Oh yeah, Mike Tyson beat. Yeah, he was hating. He was hating. He should have tried to make a fight with Mike again. I don't think Mike Tyson liked to fight Lennox though. I think Lennox has that effect over Mike, but he was hating on Mike though. Oh, salute to Hollanders for another super chat to sponsor the stream. He says, I see Jake Paul taking a big fight before Tank. Riff. Shit, he damn near did. Shit, Mike Tyson. Anderson Silva. I mean, fuck, man. They old, but he got the names in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He getting the names in the ring. Tank can get names in the ring too. Guess what? He ain't gonna do it. Tank ain't gonna do it. And Tank is a much better fighter than Jake Paul. But he ain't gonna do none of that stuff, bro. Tank gonna give you Lamont Roach fight. He gonna give you B-level fights, bro. He's gonna be beating up on B-level fighters, bro. That's what Tank's gonna do. He's gonna be beating up on B-level fighters. But yeah, man, I don't know what else to say about the Jake Paul Mike Tyson thing other than Mike Tyson was an old man tonight. You know what I'm saying? Father Time definitely is undefeated. Father Time definitely left the ring with Mike Tyson tonight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but he will be also leaving Torch to the bank, $20 million richer. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else probably came with the fight. So, I mean, it was a win for Mike Tyson. He didn't get hurt. He didn't get embarrassed. He didn't get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? At 60 years old, I don't think there's too many 60-year-old men that could fight, 8 rounds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's too many guys in the world that can really do that at his age. So yeah, Mike Tyson's still a special guy. You know what I'm saying? Even at 60, he's still a special dude. But as we all saw, man, Father Time is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could beat up some dudes on the street. You still wouldn't really want to mess with him. He's in the streets. But when we talk about professional ring where a guy can move around and there's rules and gloves and stuff like that, you can probably get one off on him. But in the streets, you still want to stay away from a guy and don't mess with an old dude like Mike Tyson. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building. Yeah, that's it. Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, man. I guess if Jake Paul wants to be an asshole, he can go and rub in everybody's face, but I don't think he's necessarily going to do that. There's just too much respect and love with Mike Tyson amongst everybody in the world. So I don't think Jake Paul is necessarily going to do that, but they did get their job done, and that was to put on the show and make a lot of money doing it. The ladies tonight, I think, stole the show. Amanda Serrano, no, Katie Taylor stole the fight from Amanda Serrano again. You know what I'm saying? This time she used her head. You know what I'm saying? And she got the job done. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a situation, I'm just baffled at how did that even happen. It's just like how did that even happen? How did they let Amanda lose that? I don't know, but maybe it's not as close. Maybe it wasn't as close as I thought, but I feel like at the very least it should have been a split decision for Amanda Serrano. But with the point taken away, that should have just really swayed it in Amanda's favor. But she had robbed again, man. That's kind of sucks. But and Mario Barrios, man, that's what you get, dog. You tried to duck boots and shit. You know what I'm saying? You duck boots twice. You fight on you tried to weasel your way onto this little card, and you know what I'm saying, tried to, get a fill-in fight or a showcase fight or whatever you thought Abel Ramos was going to be, and Abel Ramos had other plans, and you barely got through the fight. It turned out to be uh uh cherry pick gone wrong type of situation for Mario Barrios, and that's what he gets, man. Let that be a lesson. Out here ducking smoke, ducking elite competition, you know what I'm saying? And then you get in there with these dudes, and then they damn near fucking beat you. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building. Thank you guys for stopping in. Love you guys. Love you, mom. Peace out.